erase all the distractions for an hour and 45 minutes or 2 hours of your time at about 1:15 or so. It's time to lace them up. It's time to lace them up. I had a great family support when I was a young kid. I had a grandmother that lived next door to me. I had aunts that lived next door to me. I had an aunt and uncle who lived upstairs, and I had cousins who lived around the corner. So we lived in a two-family household, and we had such a strong family bond that kept me on the straight and narrow. I could have easily went the opposite way. I grew up on Amherst Street. Amherst Street was known for a lot of drugs and things like that. And my grandmother, who used to tell me that no matter what, academics and basketball has got to go hand in hand. So I not only wanted to strive to be the best basketball player, but I also wanted to be the best in school. I always just wanted to be the best, and that's something that I talk about to my players. Now, not just being the best on basketball court, but try to be the best in school. It's okay to be smart. These kids have to deal with the gang violence. I didn't have to deal with gang violence at the time. It's real. It's in the schools. It's a real situation that they have to deal with. There's no male figures around. I have kids who, the majority of my kids don't have a father around, if their father's even around. One guy's father was murdered. His stepfather was murdered. There's a few kids on my team whose fathers were murdered. Yes, I grew up in a situation of two-parent household, but both my mom and dad were on drugs. I didn't know my dad was a functioning drug addict. My mom became a non-functioning drug addict as time went on. They don't have a lot of times the grandma who was a strong-willed person who can keep the family together.
Exactly.
They are their own parents.
Their own grandparents.
They're their own parents. They don't see their parents. I have a kid on my team, he's Haitian. His mother's still in Haiti. He lives with an aunt who works at night. So, the dynamics are totally different, and these parents don't come out. They don't come support. I have two parents, maybe 3 out of the 10 who come consistently. Outside that, I've never met them. I am to these kids their best friend. I'm their mentor. I'm like a dad. I'm the confidant. I'm the disciplinarian. I'm a little bit of everything. So when I bring them and I have them come over here and they have dinner with us and my wife cooks all this food and they're downstairs in the basement and they're playing video games or they're in that back room, they're saying, damn, you have video games downstairs and in this room? This is great. They want to just come here and hang out, and when it's called at homes and say, hey, what time do they need to be home? Oh, you can keep them whenever you want, bring them home whenever you want. So it's not like they're trying to have their kids. They're like, go. So for me, I show these kids that I care about them. I talk to them. I have 2 police officers on my staff. One is my cousin that grew up with me. We're like brothers. He's a detective. The other one is the chief of police's right-hand guy. So we talk to them in terms of what's real. I tell them how it was. I tell them as young men, you can be friends with these guys, but you can't play both sides of the fence. You can't be in when it's, or sometimes now when it's really about to go down, now you're not around. No, you can't. Because if you're gonna be, you can say what's up, but you gotta let them know I'm not with that type of situation. And they'll respect that, especially if you're an athlete. They'll come and watch you and they'll be there to support you, but you can't play both sides.
I used to like to do stupid things, hang out on the streets at night. Coach Billy, he taught me, he told me if I want to go somewhere and I want to be something, I got to stop doing that and commit myself and be all in.
For me, it's a teaching experience on a daily basis with these kids and trying to explain to them what it's like in life. I'm trying to help create young men. I'm a young black male, so if I put on my sweatpants and I'm out there with them, you may think I'm one of them. So they can relate to me in so many ways. I'm not the guy who's from somewhere else. They know that I'm from Amherst. They know I grew up in Elmwood Park. So when they go out there and they're playing and somebody says, who's your coach? They say, Billy Lovett. Oh, Billy Lovett, he used to be killing everybody out here in Elmwood Park. He's from here. He's homegrown. My kids come to the games. They're running around. They talk to them, when they're here from Maryland. So they see what the family structure can be like. I tell them on a daily basis, I want you to be good young men. I want you to be role models. I want you to go on and grow up to be good husbands. And be successful in the community, in the area, in whatever that means for you. But you got to excel both in basketball and in the classroom.
Coach Lovett told me, basketball and school go hand in hand. And if I can't do what I love, then I don't know what I'll be doing. So he said, get your grades right, get right in school, you do what you love. Hopefully I'll go somewhere for free.
I feel as though I could talk to them about anything, go to them about anything. But I feel as though no matter what, at the end of the day, Coach Billy gonna be there. He gonna keep us out the street, he gonna keep us in the gym and try to get us somewhere.
What I'm proud of, 6 out of the 10 kids on my team made the honor roll.
That's awesome.
1 kid was on the National Honor Society. This is
awesome.
East Orange campus.
Right.
So whereas I had coaches there tell me in the school, you can't ever win with those type of kids, with the smart kids. You got to get the kids who have 1.1s, 1.2s. And those are the only kids that are going to help you win basketball games. Where I said, no, I'm not going to use those kids because at the end of the day, I need to be able to help them get to college at some point. And I can't help those kids get to college. Another thing, since we've been winning and the structure that we put in, we have study hall 4 days a week. And the school has just helped me get a SAT prep because I know that as an inner city kid, they're not getting that same education that maybe I received, or kids who are going to Seton Hall, or kids that's going to Livingston, or maybe West Orange. So I need someone who can help come in to help strengthen that so that they're prepared when they have to take these standardized tests. I tell these kids on a daily basis, I want to build a powerhouse.
Okay.
No, the team won 2 games last year. We sit today at 14-7. So the turnaround in, I don't know, 6 months is tremendous. I want to be number 1 in the state. I want to hold up a trophy that said I won a tournament of champions as a coach. I won it as a player. I want these kids to experience. I always say to them, if I could give you half of the experience that I had in high school, it would be the world to you. I want to build a powerhouse there and continue to build my businesses that I have, my sports agency. You know, we've had it since 2006. I got over 28 clients, primarily in the WNBA clients. I mean, we had a girl who was playing in the NBA All-Star Weekend this year. So the future is bright for me. The future is bright. I would love to be a Division I head coach. I would love to build a Division I college program. I've been successful in everything I've done in basketball. So I think the goal would be to be a Division I head coach to eventually get to the NBA. Those would be unbelievable dreams.